Hola, mis cabroncitos. Guess what? I'm still single. I got no husband, no boyfriend. Still single.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you something.
We don't care.
Jerry.
All right, everyone, chill.
Where you coming from?
What?
Where you coming from? Whoa. Where you coming from? No.
What? What are you talking about?
Keep your shoes back on.
No.
Put your shoes back on.
Why? What's the problem?
What's the problem? Where's your wedding ring at, baby? Where's your wedding ring?
It's in my bag, I think.
It's in your bag, you think? Why'd you take it off?
Because I was washing my hands. I was doing some cooking and making some hamburgers or something.
Well, you wasn't cooking or making hamburgers here, and you just now getting home, and you don't have your wedding ring on you. So where the were you? No. So this is how we gonna play it. Where's your wedding ring? Let's start there.
Told you it might be in my bag.
Do you know how much money I spent on that goddamn ring?
Can you chill out?
No, I cannot chill out.
Yes, you can.
You just now
It's
getting
like
home.
You're not even giving me a chance to look for my ring. Like, what's wrong with you? Hey, whoa. No.
Get out. Get the hell out. You come back when your goddamn ring was on your finger.
And stand!
Women are the future. Like, we're going to clean all this shit up, not just the homeless crisis, but the wars and all that stuff. Women need to take their rightful place as the ones running shit. Women are as close as you're going to get to God. Men can build buildings, write songs, I don't know, do expeditions to Antarctica or whatever. It's all cool shit. I'm not bashing on men. Try creating life in your womb. Try creating life. My mother was the closest thing I ever got to experience to God. Whether she was a good mother or not is irrelevant. My mother created me. Women need to be president. Women need to run the world.
Wait till this guy finds out that those exact women he obviously worships find his disingenuous pandering extremely unattractive and revolting.
We knew these procedures were gonna backfire. They did a good job though. He almost resembles a dude. To add to what the man at the end said, I think he's already figured that out, and we don't even need to know his life story because he revealed it subtly. It's not a shot in the dark. This guy's father was thrown out of the house, demonized for reasonable requirements, stripped of his rights, and exiled from the family he created. And now, this is what we have in front of us. A guy that has no masculine direction. He was emasculated by his mother, told that he was like his supposedly evil father anytime he spoke up, ultimately conditioned to walk the earth praising what he deeply hates. The religion of feminism has now demanded that he walk the earth as a self-loathing pilgrim, preaching the word of single mothers and bag snatchers as some kind of warped penance for his previously natural ambitions and behaviors simply for existing. And look, I like to think this is a rare thing. I really would. But the fact of the matter is, we see it far too often than we should. Hell, many of the emails we receive on Man Guide share similar stories. Men who were trained in the art of self-deception, trapped in relationships that push them closer to the edge with each toxic feminine exchange. It's a brutal price for something so horrible. So, in an effort to help those remaining few come into the light, here are the reasons hitching up to this wagon is a lethal decision.
Why do men want to protect and provide by nature, but women don't want to cook and clean by nature?
I feel like it just depends on the woman, because where I come from, like my family, that's naturally how we are. The men protect us and we cater to our men.
Women by nature want to nurture, it's in their biology, but that doesn't necessarily mean cooking and cleaning. When we were cave people, we didn't naturally want to clean our houses or our homes or our caves. So the biological need to protect that a man has, as back then a hunter, is still in the biology, and the biological expectation that women have as a nurturer is still in there. It's just defined differently by, once we started buying houses, somebody had to clean them.
Close.
Are you kidding me? Every single fucking night you play!
Sorry guys, I'm not playing tonight.
How dare you have a life filled with fun and contentment? Shame on you. Anyway, reason 1, following the simp code is like voluntarily living in an asylum. Something that I've seen in the past that's still around is the idea that men can settle for less as long as they contain the insanity. Many of us grew up seeing miserable fathers with their even more miserable wives saying things like, it's the old ball and chain, or can't live with him, can't live without him. And personally, without fail, I would see these men start at a low point. And by the end of 10 years, they looked ancient. Their faces were sunken in, and if it weren't for their suits and ties, you'd think they belonged on the street. But that part wasn't their fault. The initial decision, however, was. They believed that if they lived life like a Zen master at the top of a mountain, the crazy chick they married would self-destruct without collateral damage, that they could stay mellow and just compromise with the Western standard. But it always caught up with them. They'd get crazier as time went on. They'd almost seem to not understand themselves. They'd have outbursts that clashed with their default character, push away friends and family, and eventually, after the inevitable divorce settlement, they would end up as a husk. It was like all of the masculine energy they held had been siphoned off over time, while the crazy culprit went on to try and friend another victim.
How come you're so beautiful?
I feel like God made me that way, and it's God's gift.
I'm not gonna lie, you look burnt.
Oh. Thank you.
Is it like on purpose?
Well, no, actually, I do. I laid out yesterday, so that's probably why.
If I touch you, does it go white?
No.
Cut this right here?
Yeah.
Interview. A little bit. You don't think you'll get cancer from that?
Personally, probably, but, you know.
Fuck it.
Yeah, yellow.
How good is your head?
10 out of 10.
What makes it 10?
I'll show you.
I am aware of the effect I have on women.
Where at, though?
At my house.
You got a twin-size bed?
Yeah.
Yeah? Is your mom and dad live there?
Yeah, but they don't care, though.
Give me a spin, girl.
Yeah.
I feel like I can work with it.
You're lying.
I give about a good 5.
A good 5.
Yeah.
Try 10 out of 10.
You think you 10? Girl, you better look in the mirror.
You look in the mirror.
I know I'm a 5.
Nah, you're a 10 out of 10.
I know that.
Shut up.
Hey, bro, you think I'm a 10?
Nah, I don't judge niggas. You can act like a man. What's the matter with you?
The prettier the woman is, or the prettier she thinks she is, the more mentally unwell she usually is. And they often have a strange view of reality, thinking that they're more important on the planet Earth than they are. They're of greater value. They deserve more. They don't have a sense of what their true merit, talents are. They might think that they're always saying something interesting when really, no, you're not. Men are engaged with you because they'd like to get engaged with you. So often I find that it's just not worth it. And a lot of ignorant young boys, they see a guy like, oh man, his wife's so beautiful, or his so-and-so is so gorgeous. And they don't realize like that man is putting up with hell on earth.
Bad choice using Diddy at the start there, brother. But point taken. Reason number 2, you'll never see eye to eye with a self-proclaimed goddess. A lot of the guys reaching out that have found themselves in a rut often have been conditioned by feminists early on to believe that confidence is an attractive quality on both sides of the aisle, even if they personally don't believe it. But for those who believe that, riddle me this. If you choose to be around a woman that has been trained to believe that they are beautiful and untouchable, that anything they do can be explained away by blaming the world, that if any other judgment is questioned, this is a violent attack on their character. Do you think that you'll be able to rationalize something with that woman? Are you magically going to be the one capable of making her see the light? If she gains 200 pounds in a matter of 5 years, will you be able to explain the effects that will have on the future children, their personal health, or how that impacts your drive? Hell nah. And as a man who has done everything the right way and takes accountability, accepting that is like shooting yourself in the foot. This type of chick will project all of her insecurities onto you. We've all seen it before. The worse she gets, the more she'll try and make you see yourself as the problem. In the end, your ego will be feeding hers, and that's no way to live.
When's the last thing you saw that you were like, damn, the price has gone up?
Gas, food, eggs, milk, quite literally everything. What the f***? Pick me Sorry.
Y'all know each other?
Sorry.
How do you feel about inflation?
That was rude.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. Whatever. Shit happens.
Don't apologize.
What are the rules to hitting on someone or approaching someone at the gym? Whenever I go to the gym, I see guys that I think are attractive that, like, maybe I wouldn't mind getting to know. But one, I'm way too afraid to approach them. But even if I had the courage to approach them, do they want to be approached at the gym? I feel like people just go to the gym and they want to work out and they don't want to be bothered. So what do we think? Are we approaching people at the gym? Is that okay to do? Should I try it?
An irony.
I've had my husband blocked on TikTok for years because, like I've said before, my activity on the internet is none of his business. But recently I was feeling kind, so I unblocked him. And at first his intrusion into my internet life started slow. It was him liking my videos. It was him sending me things. It was fine. I didn't love it, but it was fine. We were chatting this morning and he just casually looks at me and he goes, "I see you followed somebody named Girthmaster." None of his business. And I didn't know what to say, so I just got red in the face and was like, I fumbled. This is my private space. This is my private internet. I am horrified. Why did he even know that? So he's about to get blocked. Real quick. Not Girthmaster. Love you.
Sure. Reason 3, let's be honest. Feminism makes husbands wives. It's true that compromising and dating modern women leads to total deflation, but a lot of people stray away from the fact that getting married in the modern landscape, even dating for an extended period of time, essentially makes you a wife or girlfriend. It starts with you washing dishes because she's having a bad day, then you end up taking on the dishes as your chore. Soon you start washing the clothes because she has a long work day with the boss, and then eventually you're doing a majority of the housework, buying into the idea that the woman sitting on the couch that clearly Tom Sawyered your ass is being cute by not chipping in at all. If you get to be a real pansy, you might even start rationalizing the whole dynamic. You start becoming grateful because she cooks a meal once a week. Maybe you get grateful for a little something at the end of an entire month. And that's when it hits your simpish brain. You're wondering when she'll be home from work, why she's at the club all the time with her friends, questioning why this is happening, only to be shrugged off because she has a, quote, the difficult job. The worst part about this is you're not the only person that's changing. The chick you foolishly given free rein is more masculine as the days go by. The only thing missing is a white tank top and a tool belt. This is a silly image, but I've seen it. It's sickening, and the avoidance of this fact is expected by modern culture to be adorable.
So you're the only girl? She's the only girl in the picture? Yeah. He's the only guy in the picture?
Yes.
I bet they trust each other. We're going to put that to the test today. We're going to switch phones for 60 seconds to see you guys actually trust each other.
Question, huh?
We try to go
We're
first?
walking away.
I have no problem. I'll switch phones.
Damn. Well, yeah, we can switch phones, but I don't know.
It's not going to be that exciting, I
So,
promise.
yeah, it's
So
really not.
her phone first. That was a little red flag how she just walked off a little bit, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Oh, bring it in. Yo, you gotta go to the messages and stuff like that,
I'm gonna
bro.
go to her DMs.
DMs on Instagram.
He has dreamed about this his whole life.
Make sure everything is looking good, bro. You're the only guy in the picture.
Bunch of girls. Who's that? Photo dude.
You look amazing.
Oh.
You look amazing.
Oh.
Who's that?
Yo.
I'm not doing this.
Yikes.
Men saying, I've just decided altogether to avoid women, that it's better to be single, guys. They're almost like happy about the fact that they're gonna make the choice to avoid the entire gender of women because they have yet to actually resolve the war they have within themselves.
Reason 4, no accountability, no peace. This chick thinks that putting footage of a man looking into his own reflection suddenly makes her statement profound. Lady, it don't. If a man has any kind of war within himself, trust us when we say that war has nothing to do with you. And that's because men who have chosen to walk away actually have solid, achievable ambitions. The war they fight is struggling to get out of bed in the morning, to go the extra mile to do something meaningful with their lives. At dawn, when you have trouble getting out of bed, tell yourself, I have to go to work as a human being. What do I have to complain of if I'm going to do what I was born for? The things I was brought into the world to do? Or is this what I was created for? To huddle under the blankets and stay warm? Some of y'all may already know this quote, but it sure as hell ain't my work. These are the words of Marcus Aurelius, at least a translation. When I was in high school trying to figure my life out, this was a lifeline. I was lazy and unmotivated, and then I drove into it and sucked it up and moved on with my life. I realized that present struggles are the product of the present state of mind. Tomorrow might be worse, and tomorrow might be better, but today is all I'm certain that I have, and it is my duty to make the most of it. Were there women? Sure. Did I feel compelled to chase that? Nah, there was so much else going on. So what I mean is, for this chick, for all of them, you realize you're a consolation prize, right? Any man who focuses on his goals and world religiously to achieve them could have you in a heartbeat. But when we occasionally step back and look at what we've made, seeing what's on the table, we keep moving towards something that we'll be proud of. And this ain't it, Chief.
Do you think a man is less of a man if he can't change a flat tire?
I do think so. Me and my roommates talk about it all the time, and that's one of the qualities we look for in a man, just to know that we can be safe and protected with them.
Is a woman less of a woman if she can't cook a meal from scratch?
No.
Why is there a difference?
Because I don't know how to cook a meal from scratch, so...
What if a man doesn't know how to change a tire?
Well, I guess it's okay, but if a man wants a woman who can cook, then they shouldn't date me.
He's recording me now.
What are you doing?
Stop recording me! He's trying to record me.
What are you doing? Stop hitting.
Stop not hitting you! Get the phone out of my face!
Hey, what are you doing?
This person is like ridiculous. Help me. I don't know the address because he just brought me here on a date after he beat me.
You came over here on your own will.
I did not!
What are you doing?
Stop it!
Hey, stop.
This is what a narcissist does. Help me, please. I've only lived here for 2 weeks. I don't know this person.
What are you doing?
Stop it. Why are you recording me?
Because you're crazy.
I'm like naked in your apartment after I just woke up and I don't know what happened.
No, I asked you to leave politely and you didn't.
I don't know. He's like putting the phone on me and he has like unlocking the door. Unlocking the door.
You're in his t-shirt, bro. You're in his XXL t-shirt, for Christ's sake. Guys, reason number 5. Forget the domestic prison. Let's talk about real prison. Again, plenty of men that simp out, talk about the ball and chain. But there's also the very real possibility of an actual ball and chain if you decide to endorse this kind of behavior. There are thousands of men in jail right now who did nothing but be at the wrong place at the wrong time. And this is where I see a lot of guys getting the wires crossed. This might be a shock to some, or just unbelievable, but going to the club to hit and quit it is simping in another form. You might think that you're playing the field, but don't say I didn't warn you when you woke up on the couch defending yourself from someone just like what we just saw on screen. Walking away doesn't just mean walking away from dating and marriage in the modern world anymore. It truly means not dealing with any of this crap on any level.
Alright, favorite tattoo?
My favorite tattoo, I would say, would have to be the sacrifice one on my stomach.
Okay.
It's at 6 hours on my back.
So we're gonna start with...
Huh? What are you doing? That's where we're working. What is it?
It's wire. It's a spool of wire. And I'm almost out of it. Can you see this spool of wire?
Mm-hmm.
I'm almost out of it.
Okay.
And I've had this spool of wire for like 40 years. I bought it like this it's not a piece of a long time ago, but it's like 40 years of my life. It's in the wire that's gone. Does that make sense? This is what's left.
I'm sorry to hear that, and I'm sad for you, but you're wearing your Jets hat, and I'm a little concerned right now that you're wearing your Jets hat. I thought that's why you were crying.
Okay, I'm done.
Reason number 6, nothing can be understood by those who choose to not understand. In the past, it's not like women were phenomenal creatures. Humanity is a flawed species. We get it. We all got stuff to deal with. But there was a time in the West, especially where women sat down and listened. It was a time where, in addition to all of the minimal duties performed, chicks would actually try and interpret what you were saying without making assumptions or flying off the handle. To the simp, whether they understand it or not, that's what they're chasing. That Western dragon that's so far off in the distance, it'll take another century to see again. And that's why this is so important to understand.
No! No!
Here, let me fix it for you.
Why would you do that? What if I took that and I cut your hair off?
I told you I didn't like your beard.
Why would you do that? I told you. Oh my gosh, I told you it's not funny. If I took that and cut your hair,
You better not.
it would be abuse or something. But you do it to me and it's fine. You keep doing all this crap to me. This was the surprise you were telling me about? Babe, it took me 2 years. Babe, I'm shaking right now. I can't believe you did that. If I did it to you, it would be all messed up. It would be mean, right? But you do it to me, and it's fine.
Your beard will grow back. It looks better without it. I mean, right now it looks kind of crazy.
No. It's not funny.
Well, you might as well finish it. No.
It's the hair.
Ask you. No cameras. I'm joking. What was the question?
Well, the question was, what would you rate me out of 10?
0.
0!
And this is what you'll be getting for the long duration of your stay on Earth, ladies. At least to those of you who haven't understood the message, which everyone's made pretty damn clear. So, until then, we'll be enjoying life, knowing we made the right choice. The choice to be free. And if you made it to the end of this video, I want to say I appreciate you. So don't forget to hit that like button, drop a comment to have a chance to be featured, and hit that sub button to approve of our message. And we now have an official second channel, Man Guide Reacts. Link is down in the description. We got fresh content, gonna be trying some new stuff over there, so subscribe to that for new content. I appreciate all the continued support, and I want to wish you all tremendous success. See ya in the next one.